Welcome to Make Me Mold Me Empowerment Radio Talk Show. Every week, take part in a candid discussion addressing the topics, issues that are common with today's couples. The Earlys are willing to share as they grow to help you grow as a couple. You already know how to break up. Now learn how to stay together. And now, the host of your show, Demetrius and Katrina Early.
Bam! Good morning and welcome to the Make Me Mold Me Empowerment Radio Talk Show where I'm your host, Demetrius Early. This is my lovely wife,
Katrina Early. Good morning.
Good morning.
What you trying to do to Snake?
I had to show him
Trying to get a snake kiss?
I had to show him a little bam move on y'all this morning, but we excited. Hey, listen, thank you guys so much for tuning in and listen to our radio morning talk show. Hey, we're excited. But first, before I say anything else, let me just say that when I read the Bible sometime, I be thinking like, man, you know what? Is this real? Like, because I really feel like heaven is right here with me when I look at you. You're just that beautiful.
Oh, I appreciate that, Demetrius. You're just so awesome. I blush, Miss Jackson, every time he tell me that type of stuff like a little kid.
I know.
Miss Jackson, do we have the Jacksons in the house?
We got the Jacksons.
Jacksons in the house.
We are so excited. Listen, we have Ronald and Terry Jackson, another power couple.
Another power couple.
In the studio with us this morning. We are so excited to have you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We are so appreciative.
Our pleasure.
Pleasure. Been looking forward.
And you know what? We just know that God is doing something amazing because when we came up with this topic, power couple, we was actually looking at Mickey and Minnie Mouse and Disney World. And we thought that was just an amazing thing. God is speaking to us about power couples. And I'm like, man, these people, they empower people all over the world. So let's just make it understood, world. We believe that when you have a powerful man and a powerful woman come together, those who serve God and that serve their community in a very humble and beautiful way, and that are parents and that are wearing all these different hats the way that some of you guys do. You know, we just want to thank you guys for being a representation. And that's what we mean when we say power couple. You know what I mean? It's not just one aspect of something you did that was good, but it's just how you live your life holistically. So Make Me Mold Me Empowerment is excited about, you know, bringing you guys on and kind of hearing a little bit about your story. And so we can share with the world, so we can empower someone else. For those who have not gotten married,
Right.
we want to empower people that want to get married because it's just the right thing to do, and it's what God called us to.
Right.
And this is the most beautiful relationship on the planet.
Right.
It is.
Beautiful.
So, hey, we excited to have Ron and Terry Jackson on the Make Me Mold Me Power Radio Talk Show this morning. Honey, you want to say anything this morning?
No, I'm just excited to hear their love story after 18 years.
Almost 18 years.
18 years.
We've been together 20, though. That's almost 18 married, but 20 total.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit
including
about how
the
y'all
baby.
met, Terry.
Who's on the go first?
Go ahead.
He actually has a story.
Okay, Ron.
And then I have a different story. I have the real story, and then there's his story.
Ron, can you help us out?
Well,
Can you help us out, Ron?
It's like this. You know, you've seen Martin tell you how he met Gina and how he floated in on a bed of roses and he was so smooth and all of that. I was close to that. I wasn't the exact same way, but I was close to that. But, you know, I saw Terry going into a gas station, and I decided, man, that girl is so fine.
Boy, watch out, Doc. Watch out.
I said, I got to go in there and talk to her. And my buddy was like, man, you better go in there and talk to her because you may never see her again. And so I went in, and right when I went in, she was already at the counter getting her stuff to go. So I was like, man, you know, I had to do something quick, fast. So I just grabbed something, and then I got right behind her. And then, you know, the cashier was, you know, I picked the wrong aisle. We got a cashier that knew how to do her job. So she was ringing up everything so fast. So my heart was beating so fast, and I was like, gotta say something.
Right.
And so I was like, what are you doing here on the weekends in uniform? And she kind of turned around and looked at me like, that's the best you could do?
No, now let me stop. Let me give y'all a little insert, okay? So I pull up and I see these two guys in the car. And I think, oh, he's cute. But he goes in the store before me, actually. But I go in and I smell this scent. And I'm like, somebody has on way too much cologne.
It wasn't me. It was somebody. Actually, it was somebody else.
So while I'm in line, I'm thinking, oh, that's this dude behind me. All the cologne on, you know. And then he did ask me why was I in uniform. I was having my drill weekend. And I told him that it was my drill weekend.
So you didn't put a couple squirts on, bro, before you seen him?
I think he did.
I might have refreshed.
I think he did. He did. Because you know what? Some things never change. Some things never change. He still has a bottle of cologne in his truck at all times. So I'm sure he squirted before he went in that store.
Well, it's like this. Cologne isn't good unless the person that sprays it on can smell it. Right, we gotta check it. There's nobody there to say, yeah, man, that's enough. We like, hey, I gotta put this stuff on.
I concur, my brother.
Because if you stink, guess what? Somebody else will say, man,
something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Anyway, we had conversation, and he gave me his number on a sheet of paper, and at that time where I was mentally, I was throwing away phone numbers. I happened to keep it. At the time, there was no phones and all that kind of stuff. You just had your little black book. I stuck it in my little telephone book, and I just kept it.
So, so how long was it after you all met each other? Did you go out?
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay,
I can take
he's got to tell you this part.
I can tell you about that because it was a long time.
But you made the error. You know
right. So
you gave her your phone number.
I said, hey, I'm gonna give you my number. Call me if you're interested, because I didn't want to be calling and then she blowing me off. She didn't give me any impression that she was going to call me back. So it was kind of like, man, I hope she do. Lord, please, faith, I hope she do. Please, faith. You know what I mean? And so here it is, and technology had kind of changed a little bit, and I had my phone forwarded to my pager. That should tell you how long ago that was.
Wow.
But
pagers.
Yeah, pager.
She called me, and I saw the number, and I was like,
how long, though? How long before I called you?
6 months.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So let me ask you a question. So you must
120 days or more.
But you was waiting.
Days.
But you
was waiting.
No,
that ain't right. Like you messed up, dog.
No, let me tell y'all something important.
He's supposed to got your number.
But let me tell you something important that a lot of women are gonna need to know why it took me 6 months to call him. At the time when I met him, I was in a place where I'm tired of bad relationships. I'm tired of, being taken advantage of. I gave my life to God.
Yes.
I was like, I always wanted to be married. Mm-hmm. Even 16, 17, 18 years old, I could see myself married. I wanted to be with one person. And then when so many things didn't work out, I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'll just be by myself. And that was it. And so I was like, I'm going to stop dating. I'm going to focus on my relationship with the Lord.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish school.
Yes.
I'm in the reserve. I have a career that I'm shooting for. I ain't got time. Yeah. So that's what took me so long to call him back. I had him stereotyped too. Yeah. I was like, he light skinned and he got a truck.
But let me tell you something. Listen, even all that is wonderful that you did that. You know what I mean? Like you put your stance down, you put your foot down.
Yeah.
Life finna change me. I'm finna get this area of my life right. That's a done deal. I ain't finna play no game with nobody. Nobody play no game with me.
That's where I was.
That. But back to Ron.
Why didn't he get my phone number?
I almost made the same mistake.
You almost made the same mistake?
Literally.
He did.
But I was literally trying to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
See, it was kind of like I wasn't really scared. I was trying to be cool.
Right.
But then I felt this feeling in my stomach. But she just so happened to. That's why I know things are meant to be when they happen sometimes.
Right.
It was good that you didn't get her number because you would have called too soon.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah. Right.
Because she just wasn't having it. You made one mistake, she'd have cut you off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, so it was meant for y'all for it to happen that way, but I still gotta, hey guys, if you listening, I need y'all to understand something. I'm gonna give y'all a tip. Get her phone number, dude.
Right.
Wait, because Mr. Early gave me his card, and I was where you was, Terry. Coming out of a divorce, I'm good.
Right.
I'm with the girls. Me and God got our thing going. Hey, we good. We at peace. No issues.
Right.
And he gave me his card, and I woke up at 3:00 that morning, and I said, "Oh my God, I forgot to throw his card away." Because I was not accepting any cards.
Right.
But she also walked by me and put her purse down in front of me before she walked out of the restaurant we was in.
You made
so that was my cue.
Right. That was your cue.
I didn't get the card, but I'm not gonna miss this opportunity. I say, you know what, ma'am? Excuse my seat. May I please have your card? Oh, sure.
And he was the first man that I given my business card to in my
So let's keep
in
it
my
real.
season.
So we on live. We live, right?
Yeah.
So can you just go and be honest and say to me that you really wanted me to ask for your card when you, because you could have walked anywhere in the restaurant.
I can honestly.
Why did you end up walking right next to me?
Because I was speaking to the ladies that was at the that you were at the table with. But I can honestly say, I can honestly say that I was not looking to give you my card.
Well, I'm glad you came by there because I
You want to hear
if
something
I would have
else?
called her, Ron, she wasn't gonna call me.
Miss Early, can we get back on the Jacksons?
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
But here's the deal. When I didn't get the number, when I came, because I was in the car with my friend, and he was like, "So did you get a number?" I said, "No, man. I gave her my number," and he was looking at me like,
Oh, you got a prayer life.
"What if she don't call?" And I was like, "Man, I know, but I didn't get the vibe that she was going to give me
Her number.
her number.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna slide my bid in and, like, would you say, faith? Please,
was
Lord,
not going to allow
maybe just give me one more. Maybe I'll see her somewhere, or maybe something will happen. But I slid that number. I slid her my number, and I was hoping and
But
praying.
I told
that,
him I wasn't in town. I was in Ruston in school. I was only coming home for drill and going right back to
right
school.
back.
6 months is a long time.
Wait, right back. Back Street?
Black Street.
Back Street.
Black.
Black Street.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. What's
Yeah,
y'all's love
okay.
song?
Before I let you go.
What? Before I let you go?
Before I let that phone number go. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I let you go. Black Street.
Can
Black
I
Street.
please get a kiss goodnight?
Bam.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about what has kept you all together for these 18 years.
Okay.
And it seems like you all have a phenomenal friendship, and how the friendship has tied in to husband and wife and marriage.
Right.
So what is the song?
Before I let you go, can I please have a kiss goodnight?
Hey, Ron, you got that old Barry White thing going on, man. Just bring it on back in, man.
Bring it on back. Before I let you go, can I please, pretty please, have a kiss goodnight?
I don't know what made that break 6 months.
Yeah.
Sure
I got to say that to him. Listen, if he just said that in the store, that would have been a whole different story. You know
And
what?
I'm like, you ain't got a beg, baby.
All right.
Man, so you know what? It's amazing. This is the Make Me Moment Empowerment Radio Talk Show. Our topic of the day is power couples. And we have with us right now in the studio live, we have Ron and Terry Jackson. And you guys have a phenomenal story. Thank you guys so much for sharing it with us. Now it's time to get to the meat of the story.
Yes.
All right. So 18 years later, you guys had a very interesting encounter. But after being together this long, what are the things that you find difficult to balance in your life, being that you guys have a good friendship, you guys are in business together, you know what I mean? And then you got a family. When is it time for Ron and Terry? Like, how do y'all balance that?
Right. I guess that would be the thing. And I feel like that question is mostly directed toward me since he's retired and I'm doing all of these things now, with studio and work and school and balance is something that I would say for me has been the forefront of our marriage, because I need to make sure that he doesn't feel like he's on the bottom of my list because he's at the top of my list. But when you're pulled in so many directions, and as women, we wear so many hats as it is a mother, career woman. And I don't want my husband to feel like, and I know this happens a lot, that men feel like, when do you have time for me? So I have to always keep in mind that it doesn't matter how tired I am. It doesn't matter if I don't feel like it. It doesn't matter. I need to cook for my husband. He's hungry when we get home. Okay? I need to make time to date him. And I make time to tell him about my date because he is my best friend. So if there's something that's going on throughout the day that I need to talk to someone about, he's that one. I don't get on the phone, call my sister, my mama. I might tell them, but he's the first one to know. So you have to put that effort in, that work in, WORK, into your marriage to let your spouse know that he is just as important as your career. And you just have to balance it. And be so selfless, you know. You can get selfish. Oh, I don't feel like it. I'm tired, you know. And I do go through that. I am tired. So I don't always feel like it. That's the truth. But it doesn't matter. It's not about me. There's no just me. When you're married, it's us.
Amen.
And man, you know, it's interesting because like the everything you just said, I can feel you because my wife and I, you know, we have the same conversations. You know, she has a lot of hats that she wears, and I'm trying to be understanding of the hats she wears, but I'm so all over her 24/7. You know what I mean? I'm like, I ain't want to be around nobody. I want to be around you. You know, so it's like, you know, we've been.
When do you have time for me?
But no,
I'm like,
it's
okay.
different now. It's like, this is my best friend, but don't get it twisted. You my wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get too much for best friend. When we talk about your problems, your stuff out there you got going on. I want my wife back.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I have to learn how to act for my wife sometimes
Right.
because the best friend can even overwhelm your
Yes.
marriage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Y'all become so friendly to each other. Y'all forget. Hey, wait a minute now. I gotta, I need to, get in there sometimes.
Right.
And, be excited about being a couple and loving each other in that way that you don't love nobody else. So
Right.
Well, I have a question for you all. And Ron, I want you to help us with this because out of 18 years, we know that marriages do hit some downfalls, some pitfalls.
Right.
Has it ever been a breaking point in you all's marriage where you said, you know what, we throwing in the towel, but God brought you back in to say, no, you're committed to the marriage?
No, because we've been through so much, and I think one of the reasons why we're able to withstand all of that is because we do it together. I've seen examples of bad marriages, and you see examples of good marriages, but you see more of the bad than you do the good. You know, you can learn more from how not to treat somebody or say, hey, you know what? When I get married, I'm not going to be that way. People seem to think that marriage, I don't know where we came up with this, that marriage is supposed to be boring and marriage is supposed to be, bad or, man, my marriage is fun. You hear me?
Amen,
My
brother.
marriage is fun.
Super fun.
Marriage is what you put into it. If I tell my wife, hey, Friday, I don't know what you got going on. I don't really care what you got going on. We're going out to eat. We're going on a date. Put me on the calendar because it's going down. Because if you don't put your foot down and you don't say, hey, this is what we're going to do, all these other things will, pull you in different directions. And what you got to understand is that when one person is being pulled, the other person is being pulled as well. So you're being pulled together. So after 18 years, I can still say this is my best friend. This is my heart. I mean, and when my son looks at me, I want my son to say, hey, you know what? When I get married or when I get a girlfriend, I want to treat her the way my dad is treating, where he sees that his mom is being treated. And that's the thing. 18 years, I mean, I had to actually look at my phone and was like, man, 18 years. And it's gone by so fast. I mean, 18 years to somebody on the outside, I mean, it could be a hard 18 years.
Yeah.
Amen.
Or it could be a lovely 18
Lovely
years.
18 years.
And when it's lovely, you don't even realize how the time has passed. When you're doing something that you enjoy doing, somebody have to tell you to go home. Hey, Ron, it's 4:00. It's time for you to go home.
Yeah.
But when you're doing something that you don't want to do, you looking at that clock
every day
at 8:00. Then you looking back in it, it's 8:05. Then you looking back in it, you like, it's 8:02. I thought it was 8:05 a while ago.
That's a good analogy, Ron.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you're doing something that you enjoy, when you with that person that God has put you with, not you putting yourself with somebody.
Yeah,
when
that's
God
good.
put that thing together, I'm telling you, it's
Man, it's
together.
crazy because she be going to sleep on me at night,
Okay.
and I got a problem with that.
You got a problem with that?
Yeah, I'm like, baby, can you stay up?
You
a
don't
little
need to
while
have
longer?
a problem with that.
No, I'm saying the point I'm making is, I'm like, baby, can you wake up for a little while longer? I ain't seen y'all all day, girl. You know, we've been working today and we just got home and now it's time. I'm excited about seeing you.
She's tired.
She be trying to go to sleep, but like,
She's tired.
you better wake up and look at you a little while. Give me 5 more
You need to
minutes.
let her rest. You let her rest. That's selfish, Demetrius.
I'll tell you
But
one thing. When she don't sleep, I don't sleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she should sleep when I sleep.
But let
Nope,
me
that ain't how
ask
it
you all
goes.
this. Yeah, we
That's not how
have
it
to
goes.
get our rest, but he's so awesome. And I can honestly say, Terry Jackson, because you look after me, baby,
Yeah.
I can honestly say he is not selfish. He is the most amazing
Yes,
man
he
that
is.
God could have ever gave me
he
on
is.
this planet for me to complete him and for him to complete me. So I'm so grateful.
Yes.
But let me ask you all this. What do you all do to keep the love and romance fresh?
Let me say, I mean, that is interesting about our relationship that we've never been at the point of breakup, and that's a blessing. And it's, I mean, when you think of the things that's been thrown our way that could have broken us apart, like Isaiah born sickly and with him being gone, he was actually gone away from me. We were living in 2 different places for 5 years. Wow. He was living in Las Vegas. I was living here for 5 long years. Wow. And a lot of couples have broken up behind stuff like that. But we managed to keep a rock solid relationship. And with anything, you can make it. You can take your situation and you can make it a negative one, or you can make it positive. Amen. Okay, so we took that, and I visit him every other month. He came home every month. Okay, we're dating again. It was like another day. I get my nails done, get my hair done, and it was like I'm going to meet my boyfriend. Yeah, and this is my husband.
That's what kept your relationship fresh.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you,
making sacrifices as such.
And those 5 years that we were apart, we actually grew closer. I mean, the conversation was more in depth.
Crazy.
You know, it was like, hey, how was your day? Oh, well, let me tell you, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then I had to deal with this. I'm like, oh, well, babe, let me tell you about my day. So I'm not a person, I don't like talking on the phone. I mean, if you want to talk to me about something, it need to be quick, fast, and in a hurry, or hit me with a text. But I found myself, you know, grabbing a blanket, laying across the couch.
Just like
you know
when you're
what I'm
teenagers
talking about?
on the phone.
Cutting the light out.
Just holding the phone. I ain't saying that. Just looking at the phone.
We're not trying to make it a total fantasy that it wasn't hard and that we didn't have disagreements and that it didn't get tough, because it did. I mean, I remember a conversation with Ron. I was like, look, please don't get frustrated. If we get frustrated in this situation, it's going to tear us down. We can't get frustrated because then we can't think, you know.
And you're right, Terry, because so many times, and we try to keep the show real, but so many times couples feel like, and we talked about this morning, Mr. Early, that when they get married, that it's a fairy tale. It's not a fairy tale. So we got to be honest and know that even during the course of 10 months for us, 18 years for you all, that it's some struggles that you're going to go through, but when you're with the right person, the struggles don't seem like a struggle.
Right. Because when one gets weak, the other pulls them up. So whenever he was on, you know, and I know it was hard for him in Las Vegas because he don't cook. He had to buy food or figure out how to eat.
That mean
you
cold
know?
streets.
So wait, so do we have
do
we have to have cooking lessons for Mr. Jackson and
you
Mr.
need
Early?
cooking lections for Mr. Jackson.
I don't like cooking. I could. I just don't like it.
Look,
my wife does it better, so why would I cook?
Right. When I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it don't taste as good as my wife when she do it. You know what I'm saying?
She do it at halftime. I do it.
Right. I don't quite put the peanut butter on there right, and the jelly don't quite go on there right. See, so that's why I need my wife to do that.
Absolutely.
So, and I actually love cooking, so that's not an issue.
Mine
but
do too.
That
We win, baby.
When I
So
say
we
God
get
put that
along in
thing
that
together, He put it together.
But you know, being apart like that would develop some insecurities, you know, and that's just keeping real.
Yeah.
But, you know, God put us together, and my life is sold out to my husband. You know, I'm not an adulterous wife. You know, and this is how I think about it. Some other women might want to think about this whenever they look at a man and go, ooh, he's good looking. Just think, is he worth your ticket to heaven?
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody's worth my ticket to
right.
heaven. Do
Watch
you
out.
hear me?
You're right.
He ain't that fine and he is not that cute.
Amen.
So look at him and move on.
Well, you know, it's interesting because, like, I listened to you guys' story. You guys share some very interesting points. I mean, it had to have been tough to be away from each other for so long. And I look at me and my wife for 10 months, you know, and it's like I can't even imagine myself being without her one time.
Right,
now.
right.
So, you know, I applaud you guys for holding it together, man. And God
Right.
bless y'all. Thank y'all so much for sharing your story.
Thank
it's
you
an amazing
all.
story, man. And it's a
Yeah.
very heroic story. And you guys are truly a power couple. And we thank you guys for sharing with us on the Make Me Moment Power Radio Talk Show.
And I think also that every couple has their story.
Right.
You know, so you all's was the 5 years of being apart physically.
Right.
You know, where ours is something totally different. And that's what makes every power couple unique.
Right.
Right.
So, hey, makememomentpower.com or makememomentpower@gmail.com. Y'all email us, y'all go online, and y'all let us know what y'all thoughts are. If y'all want to know, if y'all know any power couples, y'all want to introduce us to, hey, if y'all a power couple, y'all want to say something on the show and share your story, please email us and let us know. And without further ado,
We're just excited. We thank God for the opportunity. We thank you, Ron, and Terry Jackson for sharing. And we're just going to continue to build the kingdom and build relationships and marriages.
and be the influence that God called us to be, because the power couple is a power couple for a reason. And if you will, please check out our workbook. Hey, this is Make Me Moment Empowerment Radio Talk Show, and this is our workbook, our live workbook that you guys can work in and become close and become stronger. Let God use you. It focuses on spirituality, mental, physical, and emotionally. The areas in life that we all need to be strong in. We love you guys. And
We
thank y'all
love
guys
you
for
all.
joining
Can
in.
I have a snake kiss?
Bam.
The early.
Katrina Early.
And we love y'all.
We
Thank
love
y'all
you
for joining
all.
us.
Thank you.
Have a good Sunday.